As Gen finishes up telling the children of the village Senku's tale thus far, the new chief of Ishigami Village announces the final science item they will need before taking on the Tsukasa Empire. Space food. Hey, wait, this wasn't in the manga, what's even the point of this? With the whole village coming together, they succeed in making the frozen ramen in a cup, and you literally never see it again. Then, Gen has a bright but wicked idea to defeat the Tsukasa Empire. Once they get the phone to Taiju and Yuzuriha, who have infiltrated the Empire, they will gather everyone around to share a message. Gen will then disguise himself as Lillian Weinberg, lie about the USA being back up and running with help on the way, and use the record of her singing as proof to convert Tsukasa's allies to their side.
Should have kept your head out of this one, Chrome.
So, with the secret plan established, the mission to deliver the cell phone to Taiju and Yuzuriha begins. Chrome, Magma, and Gen are the team escorting the phone, and in order to get by the Tsukasa Empire spy Homura, Senku develops some sonic bombs to get her attention. The distraction works as the mission team slip by the spy, and Senku manages to capture her with the clever use of a flash bomb.
And she broke free.
Homura pursues the mission team after deducing their plan, though the Kingdom of Science is able to track her thanks to Senku's markers.
They track her using a blacklight.
Thanks to the use of their cell phones and a little Morse code, the mission team is able to coordinate with the tracking team to perform a pincer attack. They bait the elusive Homura to the top of a tree by revealing their communications tech, then cut her down and capture her, allowing the mission team to travel freely. Once they arrive at the Tsukasa Empire, they find the perfect spot to conceal the phone, where only Taiju and Yuzuriha would find it: Senku's grave. While burying it, Magma recklessly makes too much noise, pricking the ears of one of Tsukasa's archer allies, Ukyo, who used to be a sonar operator with exceptional hearing. They are successful in concealing the phone, but are chased into some brushes by Ukyo. Chrome flexes his science muscles and creates a smokescreen with a battery, allowing Gen to escape, whilst he and Magma draw Ukyo's attention. Meanwhile, Taiju and Yuzuriha find the cell phone and make the first long-distance call of this new Stone Age to their friend who they haven't seen in almost 1 year. After an emotional virtual reunion, Senku instructs the duo to bring one of Tsukasa's allies over to the phone. Taiju's resilience manages to persuade Nikki, who is keeping watch over the two, to listen to what they have to say, as Gen makes it back to the village just in time to perform his crucial impersonation role. As it turns out, Nikki happens to be a Lillian Weinberg mega fan, and they fail to fool her. Though after they play the record of her song, and Senku promises to preserve it, Nikki agrees to aid them in their plan. Elsewhere, Ukyo has Chrome and Magma pinned down, and Chrome waves the white flag after realizing the archer is out only to capture them, allowing Magma to retreat. The muscle-headed brute returns to Ishigami Village with the news, and before Kohaku can charge to Chrome's rescue alone, Senku announces that the Kingdom of Science will fully mobilize and migrate to set up camp near the Tsukasa Empire.
Wait, how are they gonna get all this stuff over there?
They're building a car.
Oh, okay.
Chrome is taken to meet Tsukasa, and after declaring himself a scientist, is interrogated by the tyrant, whilst Hyoga dangles him over a waterfall. Chrome stubbornly refuses to spill any information, so Hyoga drops him to his death. But Ukyo saves him before he falls, as this was merely a ploy to persuade Chrome, though after recognizing his unwavering loyalty, Tsukasa decides to lock him up. Interestingly, before they do so, Ukyo lies to the pair of leaders about where he found Chrome, much to the science user's surprise. Meanwhile, as per the Kingdom of Science's mantra, through hard work and diligence,
And some recycling.
they succeed in building out a steam engine.
Steam Gorilla.
The elders decide to stay back, allowing the Kingdom of Science to charge forward with speed, as they set up camp at the edge of the Tsukasa Empire. Great Detective Suika finds where Chrome is being held, and in order to save him, Senku decides to upgrade their steam gorilla into a full-blown tank. In order to reinforce their tank, Senku recreates carbon fiber reinforced polymers, shocking the villagers with how tough yet lightweight the material is. Unfortunately for them, Tsukasa anticipated their steam-powered assault and had his men set up traps all in front of Chrome's cell. When Chrome realizes this, he decides to take matters into his own hands and stage a prison break all on his own to spare his friends from the inevitable disaster. He scrounges up materials where he can, though nothing that can help him. But one night, he awakens to find a battery in front of him.
He had the spares he was carrying for the phone stripped away from him when he was captured.
After drawing too much attention from the guards and convincing them that he's a primitive dummy, he remembers what Senku taught him and creates the equivalent of bleach,
That's not what you were supposed to make.
allowing him to melt down the ropes of the prison cell and stage his scientific prison break.
Well, it worked, so whatever.
He avoids the trap set for Senku, but the prison warden Yo chases him into a corner. Chrome then laughs as he begins to cough up blood, stating that he has pneumonia and a few days to live. Then he spews blood at Yo's face, executes a special move, and escapes. He makes it to the Kingdom of Science's base, where they plan their final assault on the Tsukasa Empire with the use of their tank to capture the Miracle Cave and secure the nitric acid.
Wait, what happened to Chrome's pneumonia?
Oh, that? He was lying. He just put this stuff in his mouth.
Ah, smart guy.
Before they do so, they convert more of Tsukasa's allies to their side with Gen's new and improved Lillian impersonation, courtesy of Nikki's coaching. Though they fool many people with their lie, Ukyo catches wind of the situation and easily sees through Gen's lie, though strangely converses in English. Ukyo's strange actions lead Senku to conclude that he was the one that slipped Chrome the battery, which aided in his escape. Ukyo then reveals that he's seen Yuzuriha at work on Senku's crazy plan. Every night, she's been slipping away to put back together every human that Tsukasa smashed to pieces, with the goal of one day reviving them. The former sonar operator agrees to help them on the condition that nobody die. Then the Kingdom of Science head to the Miracle Cave for their final assault. At the same time, Tsukasa visits the gravesite to pay his respects to Yo.
He's not actually dead. He just ran away because he failed.
Hyoga is also there to investigate rumblings of a gathering, and when Tsukasa goes to bury the last piece of his fallen comrade, he discovers the hidden cell phone. Outside the Miracle Cave, Taiju and Yuzuriha finally see Senku in the flesh again, and meet his friends. They plan to use their tank's cannon to scare the cave's guards, which should give them a 20-second window to take control of the nitric acid. The 20-second countdown begins once they fire their cannon, and though the tank is toppled by a trap, through the use of a shock cannon, they manage to capture the cave without a single fatality. However, before they can make gunpowder, Tsukasa and Hyoga arrive and dismantle their lie in front of everyone, but Senku doesn't give up hope.
Man, why'd you have to do Ukyo like that, Hyoga?
Then, his allies buy him, Chrome, and Gen the time they need to whip up a scientific weapon to save the day. As the tag team duo mop the floor with their enemies, Gen and Chrome use their unique skills to help Senku in creating the ultimate weapon to stop the fighting: dynamite. Thus, the two sides enter a stalemate, and Senku tables a deal to the strongest primate high schooler. If he agrees to a ceasefire, Senku will revive his little sister who was diagnosed as brain dead, with the hopes of healing her through the depetrification process. Tsukasa agrees, and once they find her, yeah, let's just gloss over the fact that they found her in half a second. They revive her fully healed, and Tsukasa is able to hug his little sister Mirai once again. Then, Hyoga suggests she wash her face off down by the river, and soon after, the Miracle Cave is blown up by Homura, who escaped thanks to the help of Yo. Senku runs to warn Tsukasa to get away from Hyoga, but it's too late to stop him from jumping in the way of the spear directed at his little sister. Tsukasa falls in the river with Senku holding on, as Hyoga follows them. Hyoga then attempts to force Senku into teaming up with him in his mission to revive only the strong people of the world. Naturally, Senku refuses, and Tsukasa gets back up, vowing to keep the promise he once broke to him from now on. The tag team succeed in defeating Hyoga thanks to one touch from Senku's battery-laced fingertip, which zaps Hyoga unconscious. Homura witnesses the event and charges in to kill Senku, but the scientist is saved by his friends. So, the Stone Wars come to an end, allowing the Kingdom of Science to begin its true mission of reviving every last human.
Yo, welcome back, yo. Now get to work.
Chrome relays the victory message back to the village elders, whilst Tsukasa hangs on to the last moments of his life. But Senku thinks of an uncertain way to save him. They will petrify him, find the source of the petrification beam, take the power for themselves, and revive him with injuries fully healed. So, they build out a refrigerator to put Tsukasa into cold sleep, and the two leaders are left alone for one last friendly conversation before Tsukasa's long rest. Mirai promises to keep watch over her older brother every day, whilst Senku mobilizes the Kingdom of Science once again, their next mission, to travel across the world and discover the source of the petrification beam.
Let the age of exploration begin.
So, that is Dr. Stone Season 2 summarized. I also have a Season 1 video, you can check that out. Perfect prelude to this. And yeah, with that being said, another video should be coming out next Sunday. We're going to keep this Sunday streak going. When I can, I'll post more than just once a week. Like for example, this week, I do have a Kaiju chapter review that I'm going to keep doing, because those chapters always release on Thursdays. And with that being said, I have no idea what the next video is going to be, but it'll probably be another summary until I can brainstorm some new ideas. So I'll catch you next Sunday. Take it easy, and peace.